Welcome back to the Mad Spiderverse. I'm Mad Spidey. Thank you once again for tuning into my channel. So today, it's going to be one of my collectible show. Now, obviously, if you've never seen any of these episodes before, I ran a giveaway, I don't know, a year ago, 2 years, whenever it was. And one of the things I asked the people entering is, what's something that I can do to, like, something a little bit different, you know, or what can I do to improve my channel, or, you know, what kind of other stuff can I show, or anything like that. And there was a big general consensus. Obviously, there was a lot of different ideas, but one of the main ones is we want to know what else you collect. So obviously, I have my artist series where I show all my original art. I have my statue collection, which obviously I show all my statues that I own. And then I do mail calls and things like that when I get, you know, comic books and things like that. But they want to know what else, you know, do I collect? So thus my collectible show was born. I haven't done a lot of episodes. I haven't done one in probably a couple of months, I think. So I thought, oh, why not? I haven't done any videos this week, so I thought I haven't done this one for a while. Let's kill the proverbial two birds with one stone, and let's do a collectible show. So now, I don't really show much of this sort of stuff, but if you've seen me on live streams, generally ones when I'm actually at home and not doing Spidey's Outback, so like Legion Lair or CJ's Insomniac or anything like that, you'll quite often see if I'm moving around, I have a lot of movies. I have a lot of DVDs, a lot of Blu-rays, things like that. I was heavily into collecting movies. Like, I've slowed down a real lot. Like, I used to buy them, like, weekly. You know, whether it be one or two, or I'd go, oh, let's just go nuts, there's a sale on, or a percentage off sale, something like that. And I would, you know, I'd go and buy, you know, 5 or 10 or 20, depending on what they were. But I did amass quite a collection of, obviously, physical media. A lot of people obviously, you know, do streaming, they download stuff, you know, they get digital copies and things like that, but I still love physical stuff, like physical comics, statues, original art, obviously movies. You know, I prefer that sort of thing because you've got something to show instead of it just being on a computer or something like that. So, but yeah, as I said, I did amass quite a collection of movies, TV series, anime series, things like that. So I thought, why not just show you just a small selection of what I actually own, and because obviously there is a lot. If I did an episode on everything, we'd be here for days. But I thought, why not start with Spidey? Yeah, it's not all the Spidey stuff that I own, but it's a lot of it. So I might as well get stuck into it. So what's first cab off the rank here? So we actually have Spider-Man. They almost fell over. Hang on, put them that way. Spider-Man and his amazing friends. Now, as you can see, a lot of this stuff has been released, re-released, things like that, but they never really did a lot of the older series on DVD, so stuff from the 60s and the 70s and the 80s. They mainly did more like the 90s upwards. So there was a company based out of the UK. I'm trying to remember the name, Beyond Entertainment or something like that. I don't know whether this is actually written on here somewhere. I can't really see. Anyway. Yeah, so there was a company based in the UK that released all the Marvel old school cartoons. As soon as I just stumbled across it one day, or somebody told me about it, and I went nuts. I want every single one I can get my hands on. So, thus getting Spidey and his amazing friends. So as I said, like, they're pretty decent. So you're actually getting like a cardboard slipcover, like episode guides and things like that, which is basically just the same as the DVD itself. You also quite often will get a few little like booklets and posters and things like that in there as well as quite good graphics on the discs. So I can't quite remember. I think they only did 2 seasons. I think they only did 2 seasons of this, so obviously that's what I got. Or they might have done just one 24-episode season. I can't quite remember. But yeah, I snapped those up for sure. So next one, some of these have got a little bit of dust and stuff on them because they haven't been shown before, is the special edition of the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. I believe, actually I think this is just DVD because I think this was released just before like Blu-ray and all that sort of stuff really took off. So it's quite an extensive sort of set. So as you can see, so I'd say so what have we got? So I'd say disc 1 would be the movie. Disc 2 was, I think, special features. Disc 3 was Stanley's Mutant Monsters and Marvels. And I think actually the last one was actually the soundtrack, which I thought was actually a pretty cool little addition to throw in there as well. So, and then obviously, yeah, you got all your chapter selection, and there's a few other sort of key moments in the movie. I can never remember how to get this back. So yeah, very, very, very cool set indeed. I don't know whether they were, for some reason I thought one of these ones that I bought was actually like limited edition, like it actually had a numbered edition, but I don't think this one actually did. And then, yeah, there is quite a bit of dust on some of these. And then we got the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 2 Special Edition. I don't know how this one actually opens. How does this one open? Looks like it should just pop open. Ah, yeah, there we go. So, actually opens like so. So, comic book artist portfolio. So you actually get a little sort of booklet in there with like bits and pieces of cool Spidey stuff. You get concept to screen portfolio, so it just gives you nice glossy sort of some design pics and stuff like that of the set. There was also, which I haven't actually opened, a little Spidey ash can sort of comic of the Amazing 50. What was this? These are actually postcards, but I haven't actually separated them. I've left them all joined together, obviously so you don't lose them, is one main thing. And then you've got the actual Spider-Man 2, the actual DVD itself. So you don't get like a whole heap of extra discs and stuff like that in this one. This one's literally just the movie and then the special features. So, but still pretty cool to get all those extra bits and pieces. And then the box is obviously pretty cool too. Unfortunately, they didn't do it for number 3, and probably the way they did it, but they did actually do a lenticular cover for number 3, and then pretty much just a standard sort of 2-disc set, one with obviously the movie and the other one with your special features. Then we progress to the Amazing Spider-Man, so the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, and that's when they started doing a lot more sort of Blu-ray and things like that. So this is actually a quad play, so you got Blu-ray, 3D, plus Blu-ray, plus DVD, plus digital copy. So, and I only really did that. I don't think I had a a Blu-ray player at the time. I think I more just sort of bought it because that was the special edition at the time. I can't even open up the box. But all it is pretty much just sort of a slipcover mirroring the DVD itself or the Blu-ray itself. So as you can see, all sort of pictographs, except for those two, they're a bit boring. That's probably because they're the DVD and the digital copy. Yeah. And as I said, like, this is not all the Spider-Man stuff, because I know there is some piles of stuff on the ground that's not everything is here. And then you got the Spider-Man 2, so the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man 2. So this is a 3-pack. So it's got Blu-ray, Blu-ray 3D, and the digital copy. And it's a, you can just see that slight head movement. So not much of a lenticular, but, you know, it's not too bad. And then you just got your 2 copies. One will just be the digital, and one will be the actual Blu-ray. And then we go into the 90s anime series. Sorry, animated series, not anime series. Now this is all 5 seasons of the 90s series. Once again from that company from the UK that produced them. So I won't bother taking them out of their slipcases because they'll be the same on the back and the front. So that's, where are we? Okay, so they did 13 episode series. So you got your season 1. We got season 2. Got season 3. Season 4. As I say, they did quite a good bit of box art and cover art and things like that for all these releases, which was really awesome. And then season 5. So that's the entire Spidey series from the 90s. So obviously a lot of people love the 90s stuff because you had, you know, obviously you had your Batman animated series, your Superman animated series, Justice League, then you had obviously X-Men being a popular one, Spider-Man being a popular one. So they had a lot of good series in the 90s. Then they did this one. I'm just trying to remember. I think this was done in the late 90s or early 2000s. They just did a single season trying to rehash the, or like start a new Spider-Man series. I'm pretty sure it was late 90s or early 2000s. So they only did 1 season, unfortunately. He still got 13 episodes, and I thought it was pretty reasonable. Another one that was sort of a one-shot season was Spider-Man Unlimited. So once again from that same company from the UK. So wasn't too bad a series. Like obviously they tried to do something, you know, a little bit more sort of almost Spidey 2099, like a little bit more futuristic, but obviously it didn't stick. And then they had the Ultimate Spider-Man, which was a little bit more sort of, I suppose, a little bit more kiddie-like. You know, you had sort of Nova and White Tiger and Iron Fist and stuff like that, but they were sort of kids training with S.H.I.E.L.D. and things like that. But they did do some cool steelbook cases for these. And as you get, I don't know whether you can tell or not, but it's actually embossed, however you want to pronounce it. Oh yeah, Luke Cage was the other one. That sort of cool looking set there. They did quite a few seasons of this. This is the complete season 2. You might actually be able to see that it's embossed quite a bit more. I don't know whether you can sort of see that or not. And there's the so that's in a steel book as well. So, and that's season 2. I'm pretty sure I've got, I think, seasons 3 and 4, I think. I only did 4 seasons. That's in the piles down there, so I'll get to them eventually. So yeah, so that will do for this particular episode of my collectible show. I hope you enjoyed it. Obviously, you know, you can look up these and see if they're still available if you want to try and get them. If not, probably just hit eBay, I'd say. But if not, I think the majority of them, I think, are on Disney Plus anyway. So, but yeah, obviously we want physical copies. Some people like physical copies. Like I said, go and give them a hunt. But anyway, that will do for this particular episode. Thank you so much for sticking it out, because obviously it was a bit of a long episode. Hope you made it all the way to the end. If you did, don't forget also, I'm still saying it, I'm only 30 subs away from 700. I've still got that giveaway going. Obviously, it still hasn't eventuated yet, but hopefully I'll get there sooner rather than later. But yeah, please keep that in mind. I don't know, maybe if you can do a post or a share or something, I don't know. But I'll get there eventually. So, and then I'll be able to give away those awesome prizes. So anyway, do all the usual YouTube stuff. Hit the thumbs out on the way out. Leave a comment if you want to. And most of all, please hit that subscribe button. Anyway, hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and Spidey out.